All right, Lucas, you're gonna have to find some of these. Those $6 for the 3-pack.
Why the fuck am I drinking this shit right now?
That's right.
Are we drinking it now or on the show?
Right now. I mean, we're recording, so.
You can find us at bwsspodcast.com and on Facebook at BWSS Podcast. This is because we said so. Let's start the show.
And now, recording from beautiful and sexy Miami, with your hosts, Seth and Laz and Research Lucas. It's because we said so.
Yo, how do you have a fucking glass of the Noel? I didn't even notice that the first time out, right?
Yeah. Put it in front of the camera for everyone to see.
Pimp, saint.
That's how we do.
Let me see.
We got the Noel Delirium glass.
Oh yeah, we saw it in the
Gold
first-
rimmed.
I bought the Delirium
Santa.
Noel, and this dude supplies the proper.
Glassware.
It's amazing.
That's because Delirium's Lena's favorite beer, so she brought that to the table.
That shit is scripted.
It is. It's badass. It's about as cool as it gets for a freaking glass, especially a Delirium. All right, here we go.
Hold on, I didn't open my shit.
No, really? Okay. That's how we're going to start the show.
We had to fucking shake this shit.
Do we have to shake it?
Remember last time? and didn't
Probably
wanna come
shake
on
it
the
up.
top?
All right, let me
It's
shake
bitters.
it. Yeah, there's a lot of shit in there. That's a good idea. I didn't shake it up last time. Shake it up.
No, shake it like a Polaroid picture.
Shake it like a Polaroid picture.
Yeah, I didn't miss the smell. I didn't want to smell this again.
All right, here we go. Have you had this yet? Alex? Ever?
Nah, 88 proof?
Dude, smell it first.
All right.
It's a bitters. What's
What's regular bitters proof?
Yeah, I taste that. I smell that.
I
Yeah.
don't- it could be anywhere from 30 to like 40, 50% for sure. Very Jägermeister. Camila brought this last week.
You ready?
What's up with the deer blood in Jägermeister? Is that all myth?
Oh God, I
Deer
can't
blood.
imagine
Oh
deer
my
blood.
Of course you would ask that.
Secrets.
Yeah,
Secrets.
exactly. All right, let's do it.
Get every last drop. Get it. Get it.
Tastes like Sambuca. With a little aftertaste.
I say it's more like Jaeger.
I feel like it was more last time.
I think you should mix Jaeger and Sambuca together and you'll get this.
Yeah, do you remember this?
Probably.
Do you want to have this taste in your mouth again?
I don't know, dude. I just found, honestly, I find it so invigorating. All those herbs in there. Goodness.
No, it's fucking great. You taste. Oh my god. I don't.
Underberg.
Have you had any chartreuse lately?
No, I haven't. I should
you-
get some.
The green or the yellow?
The green,
All day.
of course.
Color of money.
By the way, my special herb concoction. I just did the filtering yesterday, and I've added the sugar and the water. It's interesting because some stuff still got through. I can see it in here at the bottom. I didn't do a really like super fine filtering job, but we'll see how it goes.
You gonna do it again or?
Well, I gotta taste it for. I actually so I put it together yesterday. Normally, when you do this, it's gotta age, and it was like, oh, it's just gotta age, but it does. When you put like the alcohol and the simple syrup together, or whatever it is, anytime whatever you're making, you just gotta give it time to come together because the alcohol and the sugar and everything are still kind of separate. But you give it. It only takes a few days before it starts to come together. And of course, the longer the age it, the better it's gonna get. In this case, I tasted this morning. Not this morning, but early this afternoon, just to kind of see where it was because never made it before. Realized I need to add a little bit more sugar, a little bit more water. But I'm not going to touch it again until we all try it next time Camila comes back, which should be like right after Christmas or whatever. So, all right, well, here we go. This is because we said so. We got Seth and Mike 1. We got Laz and Mike 2.
Yo.
We got Lucas and Mike 3.
Hey.
And we got Alex and Mike 4. Straight chilling, yo. That's for sure. So once again, trying something a little bit different. Going to be doing 2 separate shows each week. And we'll see if you guys like it or if you think it fucking sucks. I guess we'll find out. So we're going to be talking about Michigan congressman leaving the GOP. Lucas, this was something you forwarded to me, and I thought I think you put it on the chat or whatever, and I think it's an interesting story. COVID rollout, we're going to talk about that. Japan's going to use AI to burst booth rate. The Earth's core has been reimagined. And we're going to be getting into Times Persons of the Year as well. And Ethiopia is forcing refugees near Eritrea to like go back home and stuff like that. Some of the crap that's been happening there before is happening again. You can get us at our website, BWSSpodcast.com, where Lucas and Laz have their brand new bios ready to go. Facebook and Twitter is BWSS Podcast. You can email us at contact BWSS Podcast. And here we go.
Time for quick news.
All right, NBC News. Michigan congressman leaving GOP over Trump's attempt to overturn election. Republican Paul Mitchell of Michigan said Monday that he is leaving the Republican Party and becoming an independent because Republicans have not stood up to President Donald Trump's attempts to overturn the election. Mitchell said in an interview in CNN that the breaking point was the amicus brief signed by over 100 Republican House members in support of the unsuccessful Texas-led bid to overturn President-elect Joe Biden's win at the Supreme Court. The action made unsupported claims of widespread voter fraud and argued that voting procedures in 4 battleground states violated their own state laws. As I saw the amicus brief, as well as the discussions over the weekend in the national media, it became clear to me that I could no longer be associated with the Republican Party, that leadership does not stand up and say the election is over, he said. Well, it's over today. Mitchell added, and then I saw the president tweet out that it's not over till January 20th, and somehow he's going to continue to combat this. Mitchell sent a letter Monday morning informing Republican National Committee Chair Ronna McDaniel and House Minority Leader Kevin McCartney of his decision. So there you go. We got Republicans saying, you know what, fuck that shit. This is embarrassing.
Exactly what the fuck I'm saying, bro.
Yeah.
Nobody talks about the election after November. Unless it's like completely something crazy. This is completely you lost. There's nothing else.
And they're still fucking going.
Yeah.
And we talked the last show, we talked about how Texas GOP is thinking about getting its own set of states and another less perfect union or whatever the fuck.
So you think other Republicans should step down as well?
I think Republicans that really, really fought alongside Trump and did a lot of the freaking dirty work bullshit should step down, but they're not gonna. So, I mean, there's Democrats that I feel should probably step down as well. I mean, plenty of them, but dude, there's just so much fucking bullshit and lies and just all these freaking lawsuits that were going nowhere. They literally were being put there just because Trump or people in Trump's organizations pretty much said, hey, guess what? Let's just go ahead and file these lawsuits and hopefully some judge will hook us up. And that's not how it works here. There's a lot of shit that he tried to do that didn't work here. Like, remember he tried to ban people coming over from like some Middle Eastern states and shit like that? And the judges were like, bro, what the fuck are you talking about? You can't just ban people from other countries and shit like that.
And that was before anything even happened.
That was like way early,
That
dude.
was like 3 years ago.
Exactly. He was learning that shit a long fucking time ago. So what do you think? Do you think some other Republicans should step down?
No.
No? I think...
Whoever's doing some funny shit,
I think so, but at the
It's not
same
gonna happen.
time,
Not gonna fucking happen.
I just don't see how you could just abandon your party that you've been part of for so long, unless you're trying to save
you
face.
can abandon the person.
He's
bro.
banning dude. All of this fucking bullshit that has happened, and then not being able to accept it. Putting all this fucking like bullshit freaking lawsuits. The GOP signing the secession order, saying we should form our own freaking states. You know what? Fuck that shit, dude. And he was like, how can I be a part of this bullshit? I was like, I'm just going to be an independent. That way, maybe I can get fucking elected, because that's
what it is, saving face and trying to jump up ship.
Yeah, and you know what? And I give him credit, because it takes a lot of fucking balls to do that. Yeah, you're abandoning your party and this and that.
Once you jump ship, you're not going to be able to do anything, most likely.
Well, as an independent,
done.
you can serve as an alternative to the Democrat. You could be like, well, I'm not a Democrat, but I'm certainly not one of those fucking dumbass, people on the Republican side. I'm not saying all Republicans, but there's some morons over there. And he's like, well, I'm not one of them. I'm just going to be an independent. Yeah, of course, career-wise.
Career-wise, you're not, because you won't have that backup.
No. Nice. Well, that's true. I'll give you that. I'll give you that. All right, Alex, phallic state, man. What you got going on with that?
All right, yeah. So the third monument that popped up out of nowhere.
That was the penis, right?
This was the first one because it happened a couple of years back.
Yeah, but it just got it happened a couple of years back, but it just disappeared or something.
Yeah, someone just took it down. So it was in Munich, Germany. It appeared maybe 7 years ago.
Okay.
And all of a sudden,
it's wood, right?
No, it was stone.
Oh, stone. Okay.
No, it is wood. It was
big ass wood penis, about 5-6 feet tall, sticking out.
Big ass wood.
But they don't say penis; they say phallic.
Phallic. Well, it's a fucking penis.
Today's the first time I used the word phallic.
Sure.
And it's not flaccid.
No, not flaccid. You imagine doing a freaking phallic penis fucking statue and you have it just laying on the fucking ground and shit. No one ever does that one, do they?
That would be art.
That would be art.
100%.
That would be art.
But so they aren't saying it was a criminal offense because they don't know what happened. They don't know if the owners took it apart. But it was, it had some ties to a family. Let me see.
Okay.
Let me see if I can find that. All right, got him. So the pellicular structure has become a hotspot destination for hikers in recent years and even appeared on Google Maps, where it's classified as a cultural monument.
Okay.
So media outlets attributed its sudden appearance on the mountain to a local legend that says it was made as a prank birthday present for a young man whose family didn't appreciate the gift. So it's 440 pounds.
140 pounds?
No, 440.
440, wow.
200 kilos, and then it was hauled up the mountain and left there.
Wow. It's a nice, for a penis, it's a dick, whatever, phallus, it's a nice carving.
But it disappeared a few days after the other two disappeared.
Yeah.
That's what's made it special,
And you're talking about the steel monuments, right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, man. Monuments are going down. That's for sure. All right, well, we'll see. Yeah, I'll find a picture of it. All right, BBC, Japan to fund AI matchmaking to boost birth rate. Last year, the number of babies born in Japan fell below 865,000, a record low. The fast-growing nation has long been searching for ways to reverse one of the world's lowest fertility rates. Yeah, it's just not enough fraternities here. So boosting the use of AI tech is one of its latest efforts. A few of the existing systems are limited to considering criteria such as income and age, only producing a result if there's an exact match. Local media says that the funding aims to allow authorities to harness more costly advanced systems that take into account factors like hobbies and values. Imagine that. Let's see. Japan's population is projected to fall from a peak of 128 million in 2017 to less than 53 million by the end of the century. Policymakers are racing to ensure the country's contracting workforce can meet the expanding cost of the welfare. Sachito Horiguchi, a socio-cultural medical anthropologist at Japan's Temple University, thinks there are better ways for the government to bump up the birth rate than submitting AI matchmaking, such as helping young people earning low wages. And that's what she was saying. She's like, listen, these people have no fucking job. How are they going to get in a relationship? Listen, guys, we're all guys here. We know, if you're broke, you're not going to think about taking a girl out or any of that shit. So, and that's one of the issues there. Lazo, shaking your head. Uh-oh.
It happens. I've seen broke people going out. I don't know.
I hear you. So, not me. If I'm broke, my ass is staying fucking home. So Japan ranked, and another thing they're talking about too is the fact that women are expected to hold jobs and, raise the family as well. Analysis have long pointed towards the lack of support for working mothers in Japan. Japan ranked 121st out of 153 countries in a 2019 report on gender equality by the World Economic Forum.
As far as the worst?
Worst, yeah. Yeah. So that's crazy. 121st out of 153. I wonder where we would be. So anyway, AOL.com, Lucas, I would ask you to look it up, but I don't think you're going to find this. It's pretty freaking obscure shit. So,
Research Lucas.
all right, AOL.com, believe it or not. So it's still out there. It's funny. I found this article, and the reason I use this one is because all the other ones were a video, and obviously I'm not going to read a video. The true age of the Earth's core has been discovered, and it's earlier than you previously thought. Researchers measured the conductivity of iron, the metal that forms the Earth's core, in a core-like conditions with a pressure greater than 1 million atmospheres, which is basically 1 million times at, I guess, sea level, by squeezing laser-heated samples of iron between two diamond anvils. University of Texas at Austin researchers now believe that the planet's solid inner core formed between 1 billion and 1.3 billion years ago. The findings could help scientists understand the origin of our planet's geodynamo, the mechanism that sustains the Earth's magnetic field, which keeps compasses pointing north and helps protect life from harmful cosmic rays. A lot of people don't realize this, but the magnetic field that, Aurora Borealis, cosmic rays hitting off the Earth's atmosphere, and obviously compasses and stuff like that, it's a magnetic field of the Earth. And if we didn't have it, cosmic rays would just obliterate us. There would be no life. One of the issues that astronauts have going up into space is those basically ships or whatever have to be protected from cosmic rays. When astronauts first started going up there, they started reporting these like flashes in their eyes, and they started realizing later on that those flashes were the cosmic rays basically burning through your eyeball. So the best way you can do it is water. You put water in there, and that'll actually do a really, really good job. That's why you don't see a lot of like windows and stuff like that, because cosmic rays will get through that. So, but the geodynamo is what creates that. And they were just, trying to figure out how early the Earth's solid iron core was created. And I guess it's about 500 million to 1.3. I'm sorry, it's to 0.8 billion.
That's a lot.
That's a lot. That's a lot. So it's interesting because when a star goes supernova, like basically if you're hydrogen, that starts to fuse into helium, and then it goes through all oxygen, and then, potassium and all that. Once it hits iron, that's when it can't fuse anymore and explodes. So iron is one of the most prolific elements out there. And that's, why you would find iron in our Earth's core. So, all right, well, there you go. So we put our deleted scenes on YouTube. Just a little heads up out there. We're getting into Lucas's weather. So,
Research Lucas.
Are you ready over there with your weather?
Yeah.
Are you sure?
Yes, I am.
All right. Well,
Just
Lucas,
a couple
okay?
questions.
Sure.
What day are we starting with?
So, that's a good question. I guess we'll start with Well, where is it?
MA
I
is
thought I put that shit
Massachusetts.
silent,
All right, never mind. Then it is Massachusetts.
MI.
Massachusetts? Okay.
MA is
MA.
me. What's
No,
Massachusetts mean?
that's what I'm asking.
MI is Mississippi.
Are you? Is it for? Oh, you want to know what MA is?
MA is Massachusetts.
Yeah,
MA is
Massachusetts.
Sure.
All right.
All right, Massachusetts. All right, so hold on.
Research Lucas with the weather.
So, Lucas, what do we have for the weather this week?
This week we have Sandwich, Massachusetts. Which I've seen.
Sandwich, is it? And it's spelled exactly the same?
Yes.
Okay.
And I've seen
Sandwich.
pictures. I've seen pictures. They have their cop car says Sandwich Police on the side of it.
All right. Well, thank God it doesn't say donuts. Donut, Massachusetts. That's for sure. All right. Sandwich, Massachusetts. That's interesting. All right. So, I guess we'll start with Saturday.
Saturday, December 19th. High of 36, low of 29. Partly cloudy with chance of precipitation at 5%, with the winds coming out of the west-northwest at 5 miles per hour.
5. All right. We'll just walk on the ice. That's fine. I never
Sunday.
get to use this button. Jesus Christ. Go ahead.
Sunday, December 20th. High of 42, low of 31. Showers in the evening with a chance of precipitation at 30%, with the winds coming out of the west-southwest at 7 miles per hour.
Okay. Not much winds. All right.
Rain, not snow.
Yeah, rain. Yeah, he said it was a
Yeah.
low of 31, so I had to get rid of the ice.
Yeah.
So it's nice while I laugh. Hopefully you'll be back.
Monday, December 21st. High of 41, low of 34. Partly cloudy with a chance of precipitation at 15%, with the wind coming out of the west-southwest at 10 miles per hour.
Oh, a little bit of, okay, we'll get some wind. That's fine. That's fine. A little bit of wind. Oops, there we go.
Tuesday, December 22nd, high of 42, low of 28. Partly cloudy with a chance of precipitation at 20%, with the winds coming out of the west at 15 miles per hour.
15, okay.
Some wind.
It got freezing again, so that's good. I can use the button again.
And we'll round it off with Wednesday, December 23rd, high of 40, low of 32. Mostly sunny with a chance of precipitation at 10%, with the winds coming out of the west at 11 miles per hour.
All right, there we go. Sandwich, Maine.
Lucas with the weather.
Gotta say, sandwich. Wonder where they got that idea. All right, well, we are going to take our little break, and then we will be right back with COVID vaccine rollout, and we're going to go through some Times Persons of the Year. See you guys in a little bit. True. All right. Well, we're back. We're going to go into the COVID vaccine rollout. I did a quick little poll online. It's funny. Every time I do this, so on Facebook, I'm like, thumbs up for yes.
I saw it.
Or cry face for no. And people always want to freaking comment. Like, no, I won't take it because of this. Or hell yeah, I'm going to take it. Or one person's like, well, I'm a first responder. I don't want to take it, but I'll have to. It's like, can you guys just thumbs up or cry face? And then I'd have people like Benoit who wouldn't do it right. And then I'd say, bro, can you please comment and just... Anyway, what's interesting is
this
it came
time
out
you
50.
actually gave the fucking instructions.
I gave it, yeah. And I kept rewriting it and changing it to make it more noticeable. Whatever. Anyway, it was 50-50 though. The poll was, do you want to take it? And it was 50-50. It was right down the middle. Literally right down the middle. Half the people were like, I would love to take it. And the other people were like, fuck you. So New York Times, the first COVID shots were given in the American mass vaccination campaign on Monday, opening a new chapter in the battle against the coronavirus pandemic, which has killed more people in the United States, over 300,000, than any other country, and has taken a particularly devastating toll on people of color. I believe this is the weapon that will end the war, Governor Andrew M. Cuomo said Monday morning, shortly before the shot was given to Sandra Lindsay, a nurse and director of patient services in the intensive care unit at Long Island Jewish Medical Center. State officials said the shot was the first to be given outside of a vaccine trial in the United States. I have seen the alternative and do not want it for you, she said. I feel like healing is coming. I hope this marks the beginning of the end of a very painful time in our history. While the first dose of the vaccine was administered in New York, people across the nation began receiving it Monday as well. There was plenty of applause and some tears as news cameras captured the mundane rituals of an injection. Today is the first day on the long road to go back to normal, Mono Mongare said. A 30-year-old pharmacist said after administering the dose at the hospital in New Orleans. So they're going to start with first responders, going to be first. And then after that, it's going to trickle to old people, then people with pre-existing conditions, yada, yada, yada. So 145 sites received the vaccine on Monday, 425 on Tuesday, and 66 on Wednesday.
First responders, you mean like hospitals?
Hospitals,
Nurses,
yeah.
firefighters,
EMT, hospitals, firefighters, yeah, police, stuff like that. I'm guessing that people in the hospitals working with this are going to get it first. Because the vaccines can cause side effects, including fevers and aches, hospitals say they will stagger vaccinations schedules among workers.
But if they haven't gotten it by now working in hospitals, why would you get the vaccine? You know what I'm saying?
I mean, just to honestly,
some have gotten it though.
some have gotten it, some haven't. But wouldn't you like to just be able to not worry about it anymore? And that's the thing. People
Not
are like,
if
well, I
it's
got the
forced.
vaccine. Do I have to wear the mask? And the answer is yes, because we're not sure yet if the vaccine is going to kill it or keep you from getting it, or if you can still, transmit it. So it doesn't mean that masks are going to go away. We got to wait. This is, I guess, technically be what, phase 4. We're gonna kind of see what happens. So, and you said something about Miami.
Yeah. So, well, you said today a lot of people got it on Monday. So
Yep.
Jackson Memorial Hospital, which is like Miami's main hospital,
Sure.
they received 19,500 today.
Okay.
500 doses.
Okay. So that's enough for roughly
they're starting
9,500
today with,
people.
Jackson employees and UM employees, and UM is it's a private school, but they basically train and work at Jackson Hospital.
Sure.
For like the university and med school students. They're gonna start with the same thing, first responders and everything like that.
Sure.
But it's good for us because we've had 94,000 new cases this state, with 30% of them is in Broward and Monroe County.
Yeah. Well, I mean, this is where a
Miami-Dade.
lot of people live, a lot of partying, people going out to eat, all that shit.
Yeah, so that's cool.
It's totally cool.
I don't know if I would take it, but they're starting with them anyways. I'm not ready yet.
I'm not in a rush to get it.
Yeah.
I have
I'm
a
not.
question. Research Lucas.
Go ahead.
Can you find out how many people this year has died of natural causes so far?
Ooh, that's an interesting
Research
one.
Lucas.
Natural causes.
All right, while he does that, we're going to move into Times Person of the Year. So the new one came out not that long ago. We're actually going to go through the last ones, 27 years. It's going to be quick. We're not going to spend too much time on it. So 1992 is Bill Clinton. Imagine that. History may eventually decide that the key to Clinton's accomplishments lay in his temperament and the enthusiasm for people and curiosity about their lives, Time said of the then president-elect. By the way, Hitler also got it. I think it was like 1938. So it's not always like,
At the time,
What's that?
they do it every year. So
Yeah, they do it every year, 100%. So 1993 is the Peacemakers. So two pairs of men shared the title in 1993 under the label The Peacemakers. F.W. de Klerk said the president of South Africa worked to secure Nelson Mandela's release from prison. Nelson Mandela's release from prison. The two worked together to end the system of racial apartheid in South Africa. So you remember when he got out. So obviously good to give it to them. Palestinian President Yasser Arafat and Israel Prime Minister Yitzhak Rabin signed the Oslo Accord, the first face-to-face agreement between Israel and Palestine. So that was in 1993.
Rabin.
Still fucking Rabin. They're still arguing, still going.
Wait, so one of them is deceased at the moment, right?
Yasser Arafat passed away.
Did he get blasted?
I
blasted.
Yes,
I
blasted.
feel. I don't think so. I don't remember. I mean, this was early night. I mean, I was in high school. I don't think so though. So, all right. So, 1994, Pope John Paul II, the first non-Italian pope in nearly 500 years. We have 1995, Newt Gingrich. Jesus Christ. Citing his role in the ending 40 years of Democratic Party domination in the House. So basically, for ending the Democratic Party domination, they gave it to him. Gingrich has changed the center of gravity, Time said. Fair enough, whatever. David Ho, 1996, AIDS researcher, made huge contributions to understanding and treating HIV. Andrew Grove, 1997, Intel co-founder, changed the way tech affects everyday Americans through the extensive work with semiconductors. He's also responsible for the amazing growth in the power and innovative potential of microchips. Bill Clinton got it again. Bill Clinton and Ken Starr in 1998. Got it twice, dude. Jeff Bezos, 1999. Amazon founder and CEO Jeff Bezos is a person who not only changed the way we do things, but helped pave the way for the future. 2000, George W. Bush. This was for Bush campaign for a year against partisan politics. That was before partisan became so poisonous that it polluted every institution of government. The man who talked less about what he would do than how he would do it finds that his bet has been called, Times said. So that's an interesting. Rudy Giuliani, 2001. That's why I went through this list, because some of these, dude, some of these are, they're great, but such a fall from grace.
You want a fun fact for 2001?
Sure.
That happened September. Everyone knows what happened.
Yep, yeah. September 11th.
But that was the rise of the Patriots in NFL.
Interesting.
Coincidence.
Interesting.
Coincidence.
So obviously,
the whole state won everything that year. Like the next year, like Red Sox.
They did. Yeah, there's a lot.
And Patriots won like all their championships.
Dude, Giuliani, bro. Oh my goodness, poor guy. So whistleblowers, 2002. Colleen Rowley, Cynthia Cooper, and Sharon Watkins were signaled out by Time for really believing that the truth is one thing that must not be moved out of the books, and for stepping in to make sure that it wasn't. Rowley called out the FBI for ignoring early signs of a planned attack on the United States in 9/11. Auditor Cooper dug up $3.8 billion in accounting irregularities at WorldCom, forcing the company into bankruptcy. And Watkins warned that her bosses at Enron that the company was in danger of collapse, which it did. The American Soldier in 2003, for uncommon skills and service, for the choice each one of them is made and the one still ahead, for the challenge of defending not only our freedoms but those barely stirring, half a world away. The American Soldier is this Times Person of the Year. 2004, George W. Bush again. So, and then 2005, The Good Samaritans. Good works of Bill Clinton, Melinda Gates, and Bono earned in the trio in 2005. Bono from U2.
So it's 3 for Clinton.
3 for Clinton, bro.
That's a record. So
dude, that's insane, man.
Wait, question though. Wasn't Starr the one trying him?
What's that?
Ken Starr, when he won it with him?
I don't know. He might have.
Ken Starr, I felt like, was beefing with him at some point.
I wouldn't be surprised.
But how do they both win it the same year?
True. I don't think so.
All right.
2006, an explosion of individual content creators on the internet spurred Time's unusual 2016 decision. It's about the many wresting power from the few and helping one another, for noting how that will not only change the world, but also change the way the world changes. So I guess we're all winners in that regard. So Vladimir Putin, 2007. If Russia falls, all bets are off for the 21st century. And if Russia succeeds as a nation state in the family of nations, it will owe much of that success to one man, Vladimir Putin, the Times article said. 2008, Barack Obama, Hopi changey. He hit the American scene like a thunderclap, upending our politics, shattering decades of conventional wisdom, and overcame centuries of social pecking order. 2009, Ben Bernanke. He didn't just reshape the U.S. monetary policy. Times said of the Federal Reserve Chair 2009, he led the effort to save the world economy. No wonder his eyes looked tired. So this is the guy, when we had the major fucking collapse that Obama inherited, he was the one that got us out of that. Mark Zuckerberg, 2010, in less than 7 years, Zuckerberg wired together a 1/12 of humanity into a single network, thereby creating a social entity almost twice as large as the United States. 2011, the 2011 protesters didn't just voice their complaints, they changed the world. 2012, Barack Obama again. He will take the oath on January 20th as the first Democrat in more than 75 years to get a majority of the unpopular vote twice. Only 5 other presidents have done that in all of U.S. history. Pope Francis in 2013, we know why him, because he was just a guy that came in and just said, listen, you want to marry other people, go for it. He was just awesome guy. The Ebola fighters in 2014 for beating Ebola. Angela Merkel, 2015, basically the only country in Europe at one time that really had their shit together. And she was the one overseeing that. Donald Trump, 2016, the magazine explained, for reminding America that demagoguery feeds on despair and that truth is only as powerful as the trust in those who speak it. So that was kind of like, yeah, we're going to give it to him, but only because, he's full of shit and he convinced people that
our past.
What's that?
All the past presidents have been.
Seems like it in one way or another. I mean,
Scripted.
It makes sense, right?
Who's on the payroll?
Right?
Yeah, I don't know.
2017, the Silence Breakers. In the wake of sexual harassment and assault allegations against Harvey Weinstein and other prominent men, millions of people shared the stories of abuse in Hollywood, Congress, and American businesses and universities reckoned with their responsibilities. This is the whole Me Too movement. The Guardians, 2018. The 2018, the magazine named the Guardians as Time's Person of the Year. All journalists who were violently attacked or stabbed or slapped with criminal charges in an apparent effort to silence the free press worldwide. 2019, Greta Thunberg. Are you guys familiar with her at all?
Yep.
So she is, how old is she? I don't know, like 17, 18. And she has, what is she? She's autistic, right?
Yep.
Anyway, she is just this young, like, powerhouse for the climate. Fuck you, Trump. There's a meme of her, like, glaring at him, which is hilarious. 2019, 16-year-old, I guess at the time 16, she's probably 17, 18 at this point. Climate activist Greta Thunberg as a Person of the Year. Thunberg made a splash in 2019, leading protests around the world, speaking at the UN meeting with the Pope, and sparring with the President of the United States on Twitter, which is awesome. And then, this year, Joe Biden and Kamala Harris. So basically, it's a little bit, something historic, obviously, with Harris being the first black vice president, as well as the first woman vice president.
Devil's advocate.
What's that?
So let's say January 19th, January 20th, something happens.
It's not. But
Hey,
okay.
look,
Will they still retain those positions?
That's interesting.
It doesn't matter now because
They already
It
like
always
it's
matters.
already
let me tell you
been
why.
solidified. They already certified the Congress. Mitch McConnell already said, "Listen, he's the president."
Oh, it's a wrap.
He even told other Republicans, "We gotta stop fucking fighting. You're making us look
It's
bad."
already over.
It's over.
And
It's over.
according to Time's Man or Person of the Year.
Yeah,
It is what it is.
it's over. Mitch McConnell
Yeah,
told the
but
Republicans, "Shut
you're
your
going
face."
off Time magazine that fucking gave Hitler the shit. You feel me?
Hey,
That's
at
true.
that
And
time,
every president
at that
since.
time, Hitler was probably the shit, or they thought he was the shit.
And every
until he-
president's
At some
in our
and
point,
then they
Hitler
fuck
was the
up,
shit.
bro. They fuck up. Trump was the
Jesus.
shit a couple of years ago, and then he's not anymore.
The Democratic pair beat three other finalists, frontline healthcare worker and Dr. Anthony Fauci, the radical justice movement, and President Trump. So they beat healthcare workers, Anthony Fauci, the radical justice movement, and Donald Trump. Time has been choosing the year's most influential person since 1927.
How was Hitler the time?
That's a good
President?
question.
I think
I need to
Fauci
know.
should be.
I
I don't
mean,
want to read it.
I want to
Even though I
know
don't like
why. What was he doing?
At the time, it was 1938. I'm pretty sure when he
You
got
know
it.
what I mean? Like, what? No, I mean, like, I'll look it up.
Yeah.
But
So
He says what the people want to hear, just like Trump.
that could
How do
be.
you think Trump got elected,
I'm sure at one
bro?
point he was the shit, and then he's probably like, you know what? I think we
Trump
can just
is more
keep
like
taking over.
the Americans than any other president.
Yeah, you've
Believe me.
said that. I mean, I think most of, especially like middle America, 100%. All right. Well, we're gonna move into.
You got beef?
So what you got, Lucas? You said you had a little bit of beef, right?
Yeah, it's with the local school.
Okay,
What? You got beef?
go for it.
And because of the snow that's coming or had come,
Sure.
they're having an early dismissal.
Okay.
I get an automated phone call, early dismissal, blah, blah, blah. But it doesn't tell me that. It tells me to check my email.
Okay.
I get the email. It explains it. But then on top of that, I get a text message from the school.
Okay.
Like at least phone call.
So you got a
that's-
call, an email, and a text message.
too much communication.
And that's your beef?
Yeah, it's too much communication, but the phone call, they could have just laid it out, automated like they've been doing for
Well, they want to
decades.
make sure that you guys know.
They
Yeah,
do
no,
that.
no, they literally, the phone
They
call.
got to cover
was
their
just,
ass.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm Dr. Blah, 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 the superintendent of blah, blah, blah school. Please check your email about the impending snowstorm tomorrow.
Sure.
That's it. They didn't
Is
say-
your daughter online school or she's in school?
She's in school, but my nephew's, and that's what they're also doing. Virtual is being an early dismissal too.
Yeah, so that's probably why.
Wait, early dismissal for so you're at home, but I guess they have to
No,
make
because
it
whatever
fair.
they do, they have to do the whole thing for the whole
That
county.
makes sense. That
The
makes
same
sense.
thing.
Ain't going to be no more snow days with the virtual learning.
Bro, I'll tell
No,
you.
they're
yeah,
still
that's
gonna have
true.
snow days because
If they go all virtual, that's true. No snow days at all.
Yeah,
Dude.
Ghost.
Those were the jam. Remember snow day? Like what?
Yep.
You know what we have here? Hurricane days, which
Yeah.
is not fun. It's
Yeah,
great,
these people,
but it's not
guys don't
great.
know.
Like snow day is
days.
like it snowed for too much. It snowed for a couple of days, we're fucked.
Yeah.
But you just go back to normal when the snow stops.
Pretty much.
Hurricane days. Oh yeah, no. Now you're closed for like 2 weeks.
You're hoping that there's power and shit.
Yeah, nah.
I hear
that
you.
shit.
No, snow days were great growing up until you reach the age when you could help shovel out the driveway.
Well, yeah, but
That's when you make money.
money, bro. Hell yeah,
That's
bro.
where you make that dough.
loot. Knocking on doors, yo. Let me
Hell
shovel your
yeah.
shit.
I got your shit clean in an hour.
Dude,
Done.
Makes me and my boy. Yeah, I mean, I've probably every place I've lived up until like, early high school, I would go out and shovel snow, make a ton of money. All right, Lucas. So
And then go skitching.
I got some beef. Fucking A. So we had this photo shoot set. Lucas was supposed to come down here. We were going to do the 3 photo shoots, yada, yada, yada. Lucas's job was like, hey, Pennsylvania shut down. You shouldn't go down there. If you come back, we're not going to cover this. We're not going to do that. And Lucas was like, you know what? I'm going to do the right thing. I'm going to stay here. And I was like, cool, bro. I got you. And then fucking last week, they let him go.
Wow.
Motherfuckers.
Fuck.
Oh shit.
So all that shit, COVID related, blah, 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 but all that shit, fucking speakers on. I knew
If
it.
you want to redecorate their place, I'll take a fly up north.
Dude, all that shit, he could have been down here. Photo shoot would have been done by
that's this
now.
week. Oh no, that was last week.
That was last weekend.
This is supposed to be
Yeah.
the weekend just now.
That's
Yeah.
unreal, bro.
Yeah.
Some
That's
fucking bullshit.
raw.
So yeah,
What? You got beef?
I got fucking beef. Auto parts, wherever the fuck up there, they can lick my nuts.
Whoa.
No.
You can't say that, bro.
Why not?
Why not?
He never
Because,
said his job on the bike.
He's not there anymore. Fuck him.
Oh, you're
Yeah,
not
but
there
I can
anymore?
still go back and buy car parts.
Not anymore.
Oh, you
I'll
quit?
edit it
Fuck
out,
them.
Ben. I'll edit
Fuck
it out.
them, yo.
Oh, so you're not in there anymore?
I
No,
get
they
you the link.
let him
yo.
go.
I got fired.
They're like, yeah,
I
but you
came
can
back
still come here to buy stuff. Like, go fuck yourself.
with a
How about
discount.
that?
Unless they
But,
give you a hefty discount.
Yeah.
They'll hook him up with a discount.
But
anyway, that's some bullshit.
There's literally, I came back for a day from the vacation, and the next day they fired me.
So he took the vacation anyway. He already signed it out. So he's like, I'll just chill at home, get some time at home. And then he goes back and boom. All right. So I got one little update here, and then we're going to go with what the fuck news and Laz's corner of positivity. Ethiopia. So, civil war, sort of, kind of, we talked about it, the Tigray region and Eritrea, which is north of the Tigray region, and how Eritrea, which is a part of Ethiopia, Tigray, which is a part of Ethiopia, and Eritrea, they don't like each other. Anyway, Tigray did not want to play along with the rest of the country. Like, we're going to do our own thing. And Ethiopia's like, well, fuck you. We're going to invade and just take your shit. And this has been an issue that they've been having for quite a while. And so the president of Ethiopia was brought in, gave him a freaking Nobel Peace Prize for like really doing some good. But the biggest issue that they've always complained is all the fighting and the shit that happens, they just freaking make the refugees go back home. Sometimes they go back to a home that doesn't exist, been burnt down. Sometimes there's other people living in their fucking home. But once again, dude, a development the United Nations called disturbing. Ethiopia on Friday said is returning thousands of refugees who ran from camps in its Tigray regions as war swept through, putting them on buses back to the border area with Eritrea, the country's refugees originally fled. I'm not going to go on the whole thing. Pretty fucked up that, you guys are sending them back again after fighting just freaking happened again. So what the fuck? And speaking of what the fuck, as a matter of fact,
It's time for.
wait a minute. What the fuck? WTF news, folks. Lucas, what you got?
This week, and I'm getting this from HuffPost.com.
Okay.
China's Iron Crotch Masters fight to preserve painful-looking tradition.
Crotch Masters?
Iron Crotch Masters. So let me guess.
Yes.
Are they getting kicked in the nuts?
Yes, and they don't fall down or any of that.
Okay. Okay. So it's basically like a slap fight. You kick each other in the nuts.
Its most famous technique involves a steel plate capped log, 2 meters, 6.5 feet in length, and weighing 40 kilograms, 88 pounds, that swings through the air and smashes into a man's crotch.
Oh
What
my.
the fuck, dude?
Wow.
These guys take 2x4s, punt kicks. And
I
they
would love
don't-
to. I mean, I say I would love to see video. I'm sure it would make me feel very uncomfortable. but I just got to see.
What's the name of the sport?
Oh, yeah, iron crotch, right?
Just look for Chinese man gets kicked in nuts.
Okay, I'm sure is that what you searched for? Like, let me see.
Damn.
Let me search for this one.
There's apparently there's around 200 people regularly practicing in the village, but there are just over 20 of them.
Wow. Yeah, I would imagine so. Like, you know what? I think I can find better things to be good at. That's for fucking sure. Wow. Iron freaking nuts kicked in the balls, 2x4s. All right. So I wonder how they stand.
Walls.
Like, how do you position yourself to get like, you know, is it like a seesaw where they just kind of straddle over it and they jump on the other side? Is someone like taking a swing at the nuts? So, all right. Well, Laz, we got your corner of positivity, and then we're going to wrap this up. So hold on.
Laz's corner of positivity.
How could you forget?
Remember, we have it for a long time.
It's my wife's beautiful voice and everything.
I love it.
That's right.
Laz's corner of positivity.
All right. What you got?
Over 900 cars paid for each other's meals at this Dairy Queen drive-thru.
Wait, 900 cars pays for each other's meals?
Yeah, like they do like the pay it forward. Like one person started, it was like, oh, I'll pay for the person behind me. And then when they came up to the window, it went up to 900 customers.
Wow.
And they say that it usually happens. The most that they've ever had was like a few, and then one person's like, fuck it, fire. I got my free meal. But it went on for a couple.
Is that one person that fucking ruins it?
But it went on for a couple of days.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. Where was this?
This was in shit.
Wow. That sounds like Liz's weather.
That's right up the road from shit. Oh, fuck.
What was the rest? What was the fast food?
Dairy Queen.
Oh, the grill and chill or the regular?
Blizzard.
It's got to be the grill and chill.
Probably.
Has to be.
That's pretty awesome, though.
Where the fuck is Brainerd?
Now I'm gonna do that every time I go to Dairy Queen.
Brainerd?
Fuck that shit.
Brainerd? Yeah.
Brainerd. There's a Brainerd in like Michigan or Michigan. They have there's like a bike. I think there's a bike rally up there. Something
Do you
like
guys
that.
ever go to Dairy Queen?
Not. I mean, we had one near our high school, where I went to high school that I would hit up, but I haven't been to a Dairy Queen in at least, I'm saying 15 years.
So
like
that was before they flipped that shit upside down, right?
Yes.
What do you mean?
All right, yeah, they just started that maybe 5-10 years ago because I just started down here because up north they rarely have
They're like burgers and shit now, right?
Yeah.
some of them. The grill and chills. They got the cheese curds.
That's what's up. Delicioso. All right, so well, I guess that's it. So, any last minute thoughts? Anyone? No? All right. Seth and Mike 1. We got Laz in Mike 2. We got Lucas in Mike 3.
Hey.
We got Alex in Mike 4. Dun, dun, dun. And I guess that's it. We'll see you guys next week. Boom.